Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go. 18 Gator. General West.
Check safety, check safety.
Get it.
Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Charlie. Get it ready.
It's Falk out of the gun. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
And it's complete. Henry. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
You draw Corker.
On first down, it's Falk. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Now here's Falk. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Motion, motion, motion. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
To throw again. Falk. He'll get this to Ekeler. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the shotgun, here's Falk. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it'll be second and goal.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal.
Bravo.
Now Falk. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Hakeem Butler with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Prescott. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, Saints.
Here we go. Mike, 49. I know he ain't got it.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
46. Don't get nervous. 49 to Mike, Mark 49. Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
47.
Now Prescott. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 14th touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Hey, Haywood.
Get it.
Here's Falk. Looking deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hey, 47. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Chargers 7. Will Lutz set the kickoff.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things back.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
With the score, Saints 14.
Turn 2 stop. Hey, Delta.
Let's go, Captain. Let's go. We got this.
From the gun, Falk, he sets to fire deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
So we got man. Check 37. Switch.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Falk, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft.
Operating from the gun. Falk. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in his first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, Falk. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
What you call a rookie mistake. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Tighten up. Pull it together. 49, guys. Mike, we're going to 53. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, Steve 6.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Throwing, Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Well, I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. He finds an opening past the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Go, get out there.
Running with Kamara. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Kill. 6-6. Pull it high. 5.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Taken down back at the 15-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott, as his guys are able to regain the lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things up.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike Popo.
Another try after the first down sack. Funk. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Kamara. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Topper! Look at me, zipper!
Kamara trying again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey. He can
run for it, and he will. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Now Prescott on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind, right?
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Check.
We're going to 54, right here. Here we go, 26.
following the interception. Here's Prescott. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Prescott to throw it. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down.
Down. 50. Plant.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Go, go, go. 49.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, exit. 44. Go.
A final shot before break. Full. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Mike 49.
Going to 53.
That carries trash. Let's go. Shit. Out. Check 24. Check 24.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Dancing to his left. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Falk. Complete. It's Henry. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Ready? 10 over. Hey, pick up. Down.
Falk now, a first down throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It's Falk out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Falk looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet 2.
Running on first down, Eckler.
I got you, boy.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
Now here's Falk. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I know this is off.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Hakeem Butler with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Prescott. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Falk. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Here we go.
Let's go, team. Let's go.
A give to Kamara running right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
49 to Mike, 149. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. 49, guys.
3rd and long for Prescott. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Hey, kill.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jerry Tillery busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure...
There was contact, but... I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Prescott to throw on 4th. Now he's got it, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Fulton. Allen's got it complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Hey, check Mike 47.
Operating from the gun. Full. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Hakeem Butler becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35.
From the 35 on second down, Prescott. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. Prescott to throw this time. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Here's Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When it's 3rd and goal, you don't need to make a heroic play. You just need to make a play and able to knock that one away. That was really nice.
Yeah, I don't think going for the interception, like you said, just wanted to make sure that the ball hit the ground, and it did.
I'm going to call heroic anyway.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. From the gun. Falk. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Falk going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Pilot, 64, weak, 5.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On first and 10, Fall. He completes it to Henry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Fall. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
First down.
Push him back.
First and 10
Push him
at the
back.
27-yard line.
Hey, high 7.
On first down, it's Fall. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Next the score, Saints 49, Chargers 42.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
22-yard line.
There's that man again. It's complete. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Prescott. That'll be complete to Cook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that run.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Here we go, 46.
You got Bobby. Let's go. 49 to Mike.
We're going to 53.
Army. Slam.
26.
Throwing here, Prescott. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
49 to Mike. Go.
Here's Prescott. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Right. Hey, kill.
49 to Mike.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Now Prescott on fourth down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
44, Mike, 44. Here we go, G, get off the field. 44 to Mike. Come on.
Smooth.
Bofo's to Mike. Mike's Bofo.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for New Orleans, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the home team here, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.